What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're back here, Farming Simulator 25. This is our Rags to Riches series, episode number 61. And in the last episode, we did some pretty awesome stuff. Episode number 60, we went ahead and bought Walter's farm, and we are going to turn this into the biggest soybean operation that the people of Riverbend Springs have ever seen. It's going to be monumental, I think. I mean, maybe, who knows? But yeah, so we bought this additional field here as part of our little empire that we're building, and we are now going to seed it and finish seeding it with our soybeans. It's been a really great month of April here on the farm. Our bank account's still $117,680. I mean, we are rolling in the money, as the saying goes. And I don't know who came up with that saying, rolling in the money. But that's what we're doing. We're rolling in it. And in this episode, we are going to finish up this field. And then we have some stuff to do. We have to get through to the month of May. And in the month of May, I think we're going to sell a bunch more stuff. We're going to, continue to make that money. We got to sell our lettuce, our wood, maybe our clothes. We got to check on some rope. We do have some things we have to fertilize. We got some kimchi I'm sure we're going to have to sell. Maybe some red beets. We're going to wait till the month of August to sell our sugar. I believe that is when it hits its peak. But once we get into the month of May, we'll check the used vehicles. We'll check to see if there's some big contracts out there. But honestly, we do not have any means to rely on contracts. We don't have to rely on contracts anymore. We are in a really good position here. We do need a harvester. We're going to need a harvester in a few months, so we're going to have to start saving up our pennies for that. We can check out our harvester options when we get into the month of May. We're also going to need a trailer to hold the soybeans that we dig up. So we're going to need a harvester, we're going to need a trailer. We also need to sort of clean up Walter's farm a little bit. We're going to need to paint over some of the areas and make an area for the actual production chain for the soybeans. And so we'll take a look at that maybe in the month of May. Maybe we'll do that in this episode, but it's definitely coming up in the next few episodes. We're going to check that sawmill. I know we had left a big chunk of tree. So we'll check on the sawmill, see if there's anything we can do to clean that up further. And then we're going to check in the month of May on all of these new fields to see if there's anything that we need to fertilize. This seeder does have a fertilizer kind of attached to it, so a lot of times these fields are already fertilized, so we don't need to come back and hit them with a second run. But we'll double check on that. And we might even get through to the month of June or July in this episode as well. Just kind of get things moving and keep things rolling right along here. I mean, it's really great. We're going to come out of this summertime with just a really nice portfolio of things that we're doing here in Farming Simulator Riverbend Springs. So let's go ahead and finish up this field. It's almost done. We only have another little swipe to do. We're finishing this row up, and then we are going to hit up one more little swipe. I think there were some areas over here in front of us that we need to kind of redo, so we'll take a look at that. And then once we're done here, we're going to head back to the farm. We're going to buy ourselves a power washer. We need a power washer on the new farm at Walter's farm. Let's go ahead and kind of veer off here and get these little straggler bits of soybeans planted, and there we go. Alright, this soybean field is done. Let's lift the seeder. Let's turn it off. I believe this seeder is going to stay down here at Walter's farm. We might have another seeder that we need, but for right now, I don't think we're going to need this seeder for a minute. So let's go ahead and fold this up. We'll take this back to Walter's farm, or now it's our farm. It was Walter's farm, now it's our farm. We bought it from him. He's retired. He's going to live on the land, occasionally come out, take a look at the crops that are growing, and look at all this space. Now we're going to put the production chain somewhere over here in the middle, and we have, gosh, a lot of room here. So there's a little area over here that we're driving towards. This area, we're probably going to paint it and put some sort of shed over here. Maybe we can have a little washing station. I mean, this is just a wide open area. We could put some animals over here, but honestly, we have too many sheep as it is in this series. If you take a look here, this field we seeded in the last episode, and that is growing. And look, it's already 100% fertilized, so we're not going to have to come back and do that. We do have sunflowers. Let's take a run down here real quick. We'll recap what we got going on. We got these sunflowers down here in this field. Now this field has 100% fertilized as well. These bad boys are growing. And as we talked about in the last episode, we need sunflowers, we need soybeans. We're going to need some sort of grain. I think it's barley that we're going to need for this soy production chain. And we also need to buy the production chain. So let's go ahead and back this this tractor up. We're going to keep this tractor down. Again, in the last episode, a new tractor here on the farm. This nice tractor. It doesn't have a front loader, but it's a great tractor for down here. Let's go ahead and turn this bad boy off. We got our plow down here. We've got our seeder, and this stuff is dirty. Look at this. Boy, we are going to need to wash this thing off. All right, here is the washer thing. I don't know where we should put this. Probably like right here in the corner. Yeah, let's go ahead and put it here. Bam. 4,300 bucks. That's all we need there. All right, let's go ahead and grab our power washer. We're going to wash off our plow, and then we can actually grab the power washer and we can roll it down towards the tractor and the seeder and the cultivator and get those things all nice and cleaned up. Gotta keep this equipment clean. Happy equipment is what we need here on the farm. You can't have upset and sad equipment. I mean, sometimes this equipment's mentally unstable. I'm just saying. All right, let's go ahead and push this thing. Boy, it seems heavy, doesn't it? I'm struggling to get this thing going here. All right, this is good enough. Let's go ahead and wash this seeder off. Boy, look at all the dirt and mud on these wheels. This thing has been working hard for us lately here with all these soybeans that we've been planting. And it's looking better already. Nothing more satisfying than cleaning off your farming equipment after a hard day's work. And there we go, look at those wheels. All the mud is gone. This thing is looking great. And now let's get this tractor here. Just make sure we give it a nice squirt. Speaking of squirt, anybody remember the soda named Squirt? I think it's still around. Well, let me know in the comments down below. Did you, or have you, or are you currently drinking Squirt? I think it was a citrusy soda. At least here in the United States. Squirt. It's pretty awesome. What a great word it is. Can we reach the cultivator? Ah, no, we can't. That's okay. The cultivator's fine. All right, back up at the big farm, and there really isn't anything else that we need to do for this second day of April. And if we take a look at soybeans, soybeans here, we planted them in the month of April. We're going to harvest them in the month of October. So we have 5 months to save up for a harvester and a trailer, and I think we can do that. All right, let's jump up here to the sawmill. Oh, look. We had this big hunk of tree sticking in this zone here, and it looks like the game has sucked up this part of it because there isn't anything there. If we take a look at the sawmill, it is full. So yeah, in the next month we'll go ahead and we'll probably come over here and just sort of shift these other logs into this area. We do have a pallet of planks, and we also have these things here, which are the little chunks and nubs that I don't think fit into this thing. So we'll revisit that at some point. We do have to cut this grass up here too, I think. I mean, we don't have to, but it's here, and we can run our mower up here in the next couple months. Get a couple of bales we could probably use for the sheep. I mean, it's a shame having grass up here and not using it. All right, well, let's go ahead and sleep. I mean, there really isn't anything else that we have to do here in the month of April. And boy, are we tired. All right, before we sleep, let's just take one last look at the soybean factory. $95,000. We could buy it right now, but honestly, I don't think we should buy it until we're ready to harvest the soybeans. It takes barley, water, we need sunflower oil, soybeans, of course, and I'm really not sure what else, but there is a couple of different things. It can make soy milk, it can make tofu, it can make those really amazing soybean veggie burger patties, which I'm saying they're amazing. I'm just kidding though. Oh man, who am I kidding? So 95,000 is what we're going to need for that. So harvester, trailer, production chains, probably going to cost us, I don't know, $400,000 to get all that. But we got 5 months to do it, and I think we can. So that is the goal for the next few months. Strap yourselves in. Let's go ahead and get started with the month of May. Oh, here we go. We are getting a nice amount of sleep here so that we can wake up fresh, deep into the springtime, and get cracking. Ah, yes, it is the month of May. The sun is shining bright in the sky. Don't look directly at it. You'll burn your eyes out. But man, we are in full springtime mode here. 7:30 in the morning. We have had our breakfast, our cup of coffee, some tea. I don't know, maybe a Krispy Kreme donut. Who knows? We do have some lettuce here, a couple of pallets at each one of these things. Probably going to be about 12,000 liters of lettuce. We do have some wood up at the sawmill. We got to check on our clothes. We got to check on the rope. I think we're going to have to fertilize the grass down on the lower farm. Let's hop into this Valtra. Start this bad boy up. We do have to take this trailer down to the lower farm. We don't need this trailer up here, so we'll drop off the trailer down there, and that's when we will check on our grass fields to see if they need to be fertilized. I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, here we go, coming down to the lower grass fields, and I tell you what, the grass is starting to grow here. It's springtime. It's getting all happy. Let's go ahead and park this thing right here where it belongs. Let's go ahead and drop it off. Let's hop out here. All right, so the grass is growing. It's only 50% fertilized, so we do have to run the fertilizer over these grass fields. What we're going to do right now, let's sort of squeak by this this guy here, and let's drive up to our sawmill. And as you can see, our cotton is growing pretty nice. Let's hop out and take a look at it. Yeah, our cotton's growing. Now, actually, this is only 50% fertilized as well. So we are going to have to come back to this field, and we're going to have to fertilize it. So a lot of fertilizing we're going to need to do. And I'm assuming we're going to need to fertilize the cotton field up on the upper farm as well. All right, it's a tight turn here. I don't know if we have sugar at the sugar factory. We'll have to check that out over there. I don't really see much going on, but that was just a quick drive-by. So let's go ahead over here. We only still have the one pallet of wood. We're not too concerned with that. What we are concerned with are these big trees. All right, the sawmill's down to 12,818 liters. I tell you what, let's retry this here. Let's try and put this over here. See if this works. No, it still doesn't work. I don't know why these little chunks don't work, but they don't. So we'll just have a little pile of chunks. Maybe we can have a little firewood business going at some point. I tell you what, this branch here is going to get in the way. We're going to go ahead and chop it off. All right, there we go. Whoop. All right, that thing is cut off, and now we can kind of drag this this big boy in there. We're probably going to have to move this as well. Let's get our winch hooked up, and then we can take care of these trees. Just a little cleanup work that we have to do here at the sawmill. And it's not imperative. We don't have to do it right now, but it's something that it's on our to-do list, so we'll go ahead and take care of it. All right, boy, a good purchase for this farm was this winch. I tell you, it's really helping us out moving these big trees. Now let's just go ahead and hook it up to this this tree here. There we go. All hooked up. And let's just move this forward a little bit. Just like this. Back it up. There we go. And that should do it. That's going to put some more wood in there, keep that thing full. And we got to get our front loader because we need to get that pallet of wood planks sold. Let's just drive over here real quick while we're up here, and we're going to look at the kimchi and the red beets. I mean, we do have some of this stuff spawning. This is all kimchi up here. So we can bring our auto load trailer up here for the kimchi. Check out our red beet field that's going on right here. Let's hop out and take a closer look. Yeah, here's our red beets all fertilized, going well. I mean, it's a pretty looking field. And I don't think we're going to need any more red beets than that. I mean, I kind of like to just keep Mount Kimchi true to itself and just have kimchi going on. But honestly, there's just too much other stuff you can put in that production chain. All right, there we go. Wench has dropped. And we also have these rice fields that we got going on. And they don't need to be fertilized either. So I tell you what, we're going to head back to the farm. Let's grab our auto load trailer. We could probably come grab the kimchi. We could sell that. And we can also grab our front loader and we could sell the wood that we have over there. And we'll probably end up taking the wood all the way down to the playground again. And let's check the used vehicle market and some of the other prices. Let's see what we can sell here in order to make some money here in May. And then we'll probably just move on to the month of June. Alright, well, kimchi we're going to wait till June. We could sell it right now to the farmer's market, $18.86, but we can get a little bit more from it in the next month. So we'll wait until June to sell our kimchi. Take a look at the price of lettuce. It is really dropping. So we're going to pick up our lettuce. We'll sell that right now. And clothes, a really good time to sell clothes. I'm really not sure if we have any more clothes down at the fabric or the tailor shop. All right, let's jump down here to the tailor shop. Let's see if we have any clothes to sell. Oh, we do. Look at that. We got one pallet of clothes, so we're going to definitely sell that. That is 1,000 liters. Probably, oh gosh, last time we sold clothes, it was like 30 grand. Oh yeah, $32,500 to sell our clothes. So that's going to put our bank account up over $140,000. And jumping down here to the rope maker, no rope. Okay. All right, let's check out the used vehicle section. A forage harvester is not going to do us any good here. We got a stationary baler. We don't really need this. We do have one of these cool utility vehicles. Here is a big old tractor, $346,000. This thing is awesome. Unfortunately, we don't need this, and we don't have the money for it. And then here is a bio baler. We don't need this either. So nothing really in the used vehicle section that we can use right now. Let's check on some of these contracts. There is nothing here that's worth a crap. Maybe this mowing, only because it's right next to our farm and it's $5,300. So we might be able to do this mowing contract. It's only going to take us a couple minutes. So you really can't turn down $5,300, even if it, is a contract. All right, let's take our trailer over to grab all of our lettuce. Let's take a drive down here to these sheep. The wool's starting to build back up again. Got about 3.5 pallets, probably at each different, sheep pen. So at some point we're going to take the wool over to our spinneries just to make sure that they stay stocked. But that's not something that we're in a rush to do. We could do that anytime, really. Yeah, 12,000 liters of lettuce should give us somewhere around $36,000. And then we're going to go sell our wood. And we got to sell our clothes. So we have an opportunity right off the bat here in the month of May to make about $60,000, which is going to put us in a really nice position. And we might even look into our options for a harvester. Even though we don't need one exactly at this minute, we have 5 months to do it. At least we could start planning. Or, you know what, honestly, we could buy the soybean production plant. And the only reason I say buy it now is because we have the money. And there really isn't anything else right now that we need to spend our money on. So, I mean, you might as well spend it now. And just have that production chain off of our to-do list. And plus we'll be able to get a better understanding of exactly what we need with that production chain. Once it's on the ground, we'll be able to go inside and look and see what all the products are and take more of a deep dive into that. All right, here we go. One more pallet remaining. And there it is. All right, 11,000 liters of lettuce. I thought it would be 12,000. So this is probably only going to get us about $30,000. And that is okay. Let's go ahead and drop this lettuce off. All right, there we go. I don't know how much money. It looks like it's $33,000. That is great. Bank account now up to $144,000. That is perfect. And I tell you what we got to do. We got to grab our fertilizer spreader. I don't know how much fertilizer is in this, but we're going to find out. And it looks like it's only about 33%. So I've got a plan. Let's go up to this cotton field that we have on the upper farm. And we'll see if it needs to be fertilized. If it does, I don't know that 33% here. It's about 1,069 liters. Yeah, this needs to be fertilized as well. So maybe we'll try and fertilize this field with what we got in the tank. And then we can pick up our wood. We can go sell our wood at the playground. On the way back, we can pick up our clothes. We can stop by the shop and pick up some more fertilizer. And then we can come back up here. We can sell the clothes at the farmer's market. And we can, at that point, go ahead and fertilize all of the fields that are still needed. All right, let's turn these lines on, get ourselves all squared up. All right, backing that camera out. Yeah, let's go ahead and fertilize this field. Geez, a whiz. We just had the right amount to do this field. I think we missed a couple little spots like you can see right up here, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and drive up this hill. We're going to pick up our wood. We're going to go to the playground. We're going to sell our wood. Then we'll pick up our clothes, and on the way back we're going to hit the store. We're going to buy some more fertilizer. And where are we going? We're going to pick up our wood. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just driving around all willy-nilly. Nobody likes to do that. Alright, let's get this camera in here tighter. I do like to hear a little bit more of the tractor engines. Alright, come on, wood. Let's go for a ride. There we go. We got it. We got it. Let's go ahead and take this stuff to the playground. We're going to make some more money here. Trying to get that bank account up as much as possible. Because we really do love spending money here on the farm. Alright, there we go. Wood is sold, $4,965. That's awesome. Let's go back and pick up the clothes. Let's make that $32,000, and then we'll hit the store up. And oh my god, oh no, come on, get back over. There we go. Alright, well, look, let's just pretend that never happened, shall we? right, here we go. We got the close there. Bam. 32,531. Bank account now 174,709. And let's go ahead and fertilize our grass fields. We'll probably go back over to this cotton field. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and hit this right now. It kind of bugs me to have that those little areas where there wasn't any fertilizer. So let's just squeeze through here and let's just run this fertilizer just once around the edge, just so we make sure we get all the cotton fertilized. Yeah, here we go. This will make me feel nice and fuzzy and warm and all the other things you're supposed to feel when you have a fully fertilized field. There we go. Now I think that's good enough. Now we need to fertilize the other big cotton field that we have on the farm, as well as those grass fields down there. I think that's all the fertilizing we need to do. And we'll check the sugar beet field, the rice fields, but I think we already checked those in the last episode and they were good to go, so I'm not really too concerned with that. Let's just hit this grass field real quick. Alright, let's back this camera out. Let's just, we're just going to eyeball this. There really isn't any GPS lines we can follow, so we just kind of have to make an educated guess. We're not that educated, so I don't know what's going to happen here. Alright, I think that's all the fertilizing that we need to do. Let me just check and make sure we got all of this area up in here. And everything's looking good. Yeah, I don't see any other areas, so let's go ahead and take this fertilizer back to the farm. We'll go ahead and park it. I think that's everything that we need to fertilize. And gosh, what else can we do in the month of May? I think we do have that mowing contract. We'll probably knock that out. We moved all the tree stuff. We got that taken care of. We can go down to Walter's farm and we can check on the sunflowers and soybeans that we just planted. Let's see if they need some fertilizer, and if they do, we can run the fertilizer down to that farm. Might not be a bad idea, honestly, just to have our own fertilizer down there. We're going to have to start buying more equipment. The more farms we get, the more equipment we're going to have to buy. And I don't know why we drove up here. We should have driven down to the lower farm. You know what? I know why we drove up here. Let's go back. Because we're going to keep our fertilizer spreader in the shed where it belongs with the other equipment. I got to stop leaving equipment strewn about the farm. I mean, good Lord. What are we living on here? A third world planet? I don't think so. Alright, before we close up shop for that fertilizer, let's double check this. Soybeans here 100%. We know the sunflowers are because we checked them in the earlier on the episode. Let's just run across the street here and let's check on our newest big field. Yeah, 100% fertilized. We are done fertilizing. Alright, that means we can hop back in this John Deere. We can go ahead and drop this fertilizer off. Bam, there it is. No more fertilizing for the time being. I mean, we'll double check our sugar beet field, but I'm pretty sure we already did. Oh, no. Oh, we gotta fertilize our sugar beets. Son of a gun. I thought we were done with the fertilizing. Come on, man. Alright. Cue the SpongeBob meme.
Many months later.
All right, that field is fertilized. We are double checking on our rice, and one thing that we have to do is we got to make sure there's enough water in here so that this rice grows well. Now let's go ahead here and check it out. Water level is 0%. Yeah, let's flood it. There we go. Gonna make that rice nice and happy. Now let's go over to our other field and we'll do the same thing. All right, here's our second thing. Let's go ahead and flood that. All right, so this rice should be nice and growing. And yeah, we are good to go here. It's all we need to do here in the month of May. All right, there we go. Fertilizer spreader dropped off. Oh man, it's been a busy day already. And I think it's time to sleep. All right, here we go. We are in the second day of May. I tell you what, now the sun's hiding behind some clouds, but it's going to be poking out here. I have a good feeling about it. Although this weather over there does not look great. Hopefully there won't be another tornado like we had last spring. I mean, that thing was scary. It almost sucked us up into the sky. All right, only a couple things to do here. Second day of May. One of them is look at the used vehicle market, and geez, we got a cedar. And would you look at this thing? $137,000 for a daggone cedar. Woo boy. Tell you what, it holds a lot of seeds though. We got a grass tetherer, and that's not really gonna help us. Look at this. Here's a cultivator. It's a shallow cultivator. We don't really care about that. This thing is 6.3 meters wide, and it is that's pretty cool. Our cultivators here are only 4 meters wide. We could spend the money and upgrade, but honestly, I mean, our cultivators are doing a pretty good job. I don't think we need to upgrade, especially not for that amount of money. I mean, 43,000 bucks. That's no chicken scratch. I don't even know what that means. Well, I tell you what, while we're in the menus here, might as well take a look at some of the options here for harvesters. I mean, we're going to have to spend upwards of almost $300,000. We don't want this little cheapy Massey Ferguson. I feel like that's what everybody starts with, and I really just don't want to do that. So the option is go grab a mod, and try and find a mod that's reasonably priced, or we can just go with one of these. I do like this Massey Ferguson. It's a bigger Massey Ferguson, but honestly, I also like this Klaus. The problem with the difference between these two, they hold the same amount. So if you want something that holds a little bit more, you got to go up to this Massey Ferguson or this Fendt. But then this New Holland holds 9,300 liters. If you're talking about spending $281,000, why not spend $300,000 and get this case that holds over 10,000 liters? And it's cool looking. I mean, it's big. That's a nice big harvester. I do like this. I think this might be the way to go. $281,000. So we're going to have to save our pennies here in the next couple months so that we can buy this thing. And I think with selling the clothes, honestly, I think that's the way it's going to be. I think that's the best thing for it. Now you also have to buy a header, and I think the one that matches is this, $42,500. So we're looking at $320,000 when all is said and done to have a new combine harvester and a new combine on the front of it that can get our sunflowers and our soybeans. Although this thing can't do sunflowers, crap. Now that means we're going to have to buy one of these. Oh man, we are just... I don't know if this was a smart thing to do. I'm telling you. $88,000 for a... Oh boy, this one's $53,000. I mean, these are just for sunflowers. Or this one's just for sunflowers. $118,000. That is ridiculously expensive. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we bit off more than we can chew here. We got $172,000, so there's that. We can save up another couple $100,000 in the next couple months. I'm pretty confident. Let's take a look. I mean, look, every month we have 12,000 liters of lettuce to sell. So, you know, every month we got about $36,000 coming in to the farm just in lettuce. Let's jump down to the rope maker. Still no rope. What is happening down here at the rope maker? I mean, we have a ton of wool in there. Oh, shoot. Do we have this turned off? No. It's going. It's just not going very fast. So, okay, well, I mean, it's still working. Let's check out this sawmill here. Come on, get out of the way. Okay, so we got some long planks here we could sell. That's a few $1,000s in this second day of May. Both of the spinneries could use a little bit of wool, but we're really not concerned with that right now. The sugar mill. We are out of sugar beets for the sugar mill. Let's take a look at it. We got, okay, so we do have 4, 8, 12. We got 14 pallets of sugar. It looks like we could wait a couple months for some more sugar. So maybe the end of June, July, something like that. Maybe August. Let's set our sights on August for the sugar. I mean, we'll check in June and July. And if the price is close to that top of the market, then we'll just go ahead and offload it. So that's going to be, gosh, if we have 12,000 liters and you multiply 12 times, what's the peak price? Let's just say it's $1,575. Gosh, I don't know. I can't do that kind of math. All right, hang on for 1 second. Hey Siri, what's $1,575 times 12?
$1,575 times 12 is $18,900.
Okay, thanks Siri. So $18,900. We're going to have that coming to us in August. Honestly, I thought it would be a lot more than that, but it's not. That's fine. We're also going to have some grass and some silage that we're going to sell, which will probably be about $50,000. We'll have some more lettuce in the next few months. So by September, October, we should have enough money to buy the combine for those fields down there. God, I hope so. Oh, and I forgot, we're going to have clothes. We're going to have clothes to sell. Let's go ahead and visit the Tailor Shop. Why not? I mean, we probably won't have any more. No, oh my God, there's another pallet. Okay, every half a month there's a pallet here. I mean, this is $32,000 we got sitting here. Let's check. We got $9,000 in mowing contracts we could do. It's another $9,000. Really aren't any other contracts that I would think of. So maybe in between this episode and the next, I can do those mowing contracts. Oh, we also have our kimchi. I forgot. We have kimchi we're going to sell. We're going to be fine. There's no need to stress out, people. I don't know why you're stressing out. I mean, I'm stressing out. Don't tell anybody. All right, we got wood to sell. We got clothes to sell. I don't know what else we're going to sell. So we're going to do the same loop that we just did at the beginning of this episode. You know what? We should probably sell our lettuce. Golly, it's repetitive. It's like Groundhog Day. We're going to sell our lettuce. We're going to grab our wood. Take our wood down to the playground. We'll sell that. We will grab the clothes. We'll bring the clothes back up here to the farmer's market. We'll sell the clothes. Oh man, it's a great time to make some money, and that's what we're gonna do. And then after that, we will sleep into the month of June, which is pretty exciting. Oh, and I did have a comment from Positive Pokes. Said there is an auto load that's easier and quicker, and it also shows the pallets, which is awesome. And if anybody knows where that is or what it's called, and I can go download it in the mod hub, then I definitely will do that. So Positive Poke, let me know, what is that auto load trailer called? Because I did a search for auto load, and the only thing that comes up are these trailers here. It's part of the auto load pack, I think. So if you know of an auto load trailer that's easier than this thing and shows the pallets, man, please let me know in the comments down below so I can get my hands on it quickly. Because having to switch inside and then switch back outside, it's really annoying. And this thing it's kind of clumsy and it's big. I mean, look how big the trailer is, and we don't really ever fill it up. So, you know, something that's a little bit better would be nice. All right, here we go. All right, bam, there it is. Let's go ahead and drive this back over here and park it. I'm assuming it's going to be another like 33,000, 36,000 bucks. That's awesome. All right, you know what we're doing. Wood, clothes, money. Let's do it. All right, well, there it is. We sold the lettuce. We sold the wood. Some more wood spawned up at the sawmill, but honestly, we're not going to worry about it because I don't feel like driving all the way over there and all the way back down to the playground. We sold our clothes, so our bank account now $247. I tell you what, we're only about 40 grand off of buying that harvester, maybe 35,000. That's only one more pallet of clothes or one more month of lettuce. So I mean, we're right there. We are really right there. And I tell you what we're going to do. Second day of May, we're going to go ahead and sleep in through the month of June. But before I do that, I am going to do these 2 mowing contracts. It's about $9,000 and we could use that money, and I'll just do these off camera. It's just 2 quick mowing contracts, so I'll knock those out. Let's go ahead and turn off our tractor. Let's do something fun to end this episode. I don't know. With this new recording setup, it's really difficult for me to see or judge how long these episodes are going to be. I've been recording straight for about an hour and 55 minutes. And normally when I trim this stuff down, it usually ends up about an hour long. I don't like these episodes to be too long. So I tell you what, it's been kind of a boring episode. We need to spice it up a little bit. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. All right, here it is. It's the soybean factory. And we are going to buy it. And I don't know where to put it here on the farm. We're going to figure that out right now. I kind of like it right here in the middle of the farm. 95,000 bucks. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit and we can see where to load some stuff. Here's where the pallets spawn. Here's where you load your stuff. I mean, I feel like if we have it like right around here. Yeah, I kind of like it closer over to this side. Yeah, I mean, take a look at an extended view. Maybe bring it down a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like it sitting right about here. I mean, you can put it over in that little grassy area, but I feel like that's just going to be way too tight. So let's nuzzle it up right about here. And let's just go with it. 95,014 bucks. I forgot about the major rule. Before you build anything in this game, you save your game. I mean, you do not want to build something and all of a sudden you come and you visit it and it's all wonky with the ground and there's bumps and all kinds of weird ditches and stuff. I mean, that's as good as we're going to get it. Right about there. Let's move it down some. There it is. 95,031 bucks. Bam. Oh, take a look. How cool is this? It's the soybean factory. Look at this thing. I mean, we got soy milk that's coming. We got all kinds of stuff that's going to be happening here. Here's our little dump point. The soybean factory. Awesome. Man, this is super exciting. And Walter's excited too. I mean, he's over there. He's looking at us building this thing. And he approves. You know, in his advanced age, he's going to have to start drinking more soy milk. Yeah, take a look. Soybean patties, tofu, and the soy smoothie. That's got to be disgusting. But look, I'm not judging anybody. If you want to drink it, I'd try it. Look, I'm an adventurous eater, just like anyone else. I love me some good tofu. I'll even eat these patties. Look, I won't tell anybody about it, but I'll eat them on my own time, in private, with the door shut, windows closed, blinds drawn. In the dark, nobody can see me. Yeah, this is cool. So we got barley, flour. Oh crap, we're gonna need the flour mill. Oh man, and the oil mill. The oil mill and the flour mill. God, what did we get ourselves into? That's a lot. Oh crap. I didn't think we were gonna need the flour mill. That seems like a big old waste of time. But shoot. I mean, if that's what we gotta do, it's what we gotta do, right? So barley, sunflower oil, soybeans, flour, water, and I think the soy smoothie, let's check it out. The soy smoothie, let's check out the recipe. Okay, soy smoothie is just soybeans and water. That's fine. We can do that. Bam, easy, done. Tofu, soybeans and water. Bam, easy. That's gonna be good. It's these stupid patties. That's what's causing the problem here with the flour and the flour mill and the oil mill. Just to make these patties, is it going to be worth it? Hell yeah, because we want to take advantage of everything that these soybeans have to offer, and this is going to be great. I tell you what, if you're excited, hit the like button, leave the comments. I mean, tell me how excited you are for this awesome soybean factory that we have here. And man, that's a great way to end the episode. I tell you what, in between this episode and the next episode, I'm going to do the 2 mowing contracts, get another $9 grand under our belt. That'll put our bank account back up to about 160 grand. And we're going to come back in the month of June, and we're going to have more stuff to sell. Perhaps there's stuff to harvest, more money to be made, and we're just going to keep rolling through the summer until the fall, when we can really start taking advantage of this soybean factory. And I'm super excited about where the series is going. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel, and most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And we're going to see you right back here in the next video.